Hey kids, how you doing? Comicbook Man here, telling you that the December 2009 Hero of the Month is none other than that amazing Amazon herself, Wonder Woman! Wonder Woman! That's right, all my Wonder Woman trade paperbacks are going to be 25% off all month long. Not the junky stuff, not the overstock, not the stuff I can't get rid of, but everything I've got that's Wonder Woman related that's a trade paperback is 25% off. That's from the 1st of this month through the 31st. Remember, Christmas is this month. If you have that special girl, she might like a Wonder Woman trade paperback, so don't forget, all month long, Wonder Woman, 25 off.
It's time for Sweet Talk and Dan with comic reviews.
Well, shine, shine, shine.
Here's Dan Sweet, reviewing more comics.
Hello children, how you doing? Comicbook Man here. Welcome to the Video Outhouse. Yes. It's time once again for Sweet Talking. Sweet Talking with Sweet Dan Sweet. We're in the outhouse reading room today, relaxing, sitting, talking about the Victorian Undead, which is out from Wildstorm now. It's a fabulous concept where zombies meet Sherlock Holmes.
Dude, honestly, of all the people they could have Sherlock Holmes meet,
Dracula,
this is
Frankenstein,
by far
Wolfman,
not the worst.
Okay.
You know what I mean? I'll be honest with you. I went into this book not thinking that there was going to be much to it.
What did you think of it?
I thought it was cool. I mean, it was really well illustrated.
Yeah.
It was written to a point where you're not worried about anything yet. You know what I mean? They're just building stuff up.
Okay.
You know what I mean? They actually only encounter a zombie in like the last couple pages, which makes it a little more tolerable because they bothered to set an atmosphere where you kind of understand what's going on, and you don't know what's going on with zombies or where they came from, and that's not important because it's zombies and they eat brains and they kill you. And Sherlock Holmes is gonna defeat them.
Now I'm sure everybody's wondering, is Holmes a zombie in this book?
I'm not telling.
Oh!
But no,
well.
No, honestly, he's not. Not yet, at least. I wouldn't be surprised.
Well, you don't know where the miniseries is going to go.
Yeah, it's the first issue, and I think there's like 6 of them or something. But it's got this great Tony Moore cover, and that's what leads everybody to believe that Sherlock Holmes is a zombie. Tony Moore is not the inside illustrator.
Okay.
Really, really good guy. David Fabry. I think that's how you say it. He's got an E on the end of David, so I just say David. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Really well done stuff. I thought that the style was it fit the look of the era perfectly. It was colored well, and I'm a stickler for coloring. I really go for that.
Okay.
And the inks were done really well. So I really thought this was a solid book with a cool premise. I mean, it's not Sherlock Holmes versus Marvel apes or even Marvel zombies. It's zombies. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's something that you haven't seen.
Okay.
You know what I mean? I liked Rotten. That was a Western zombie sort of crossover.
Yeah, that was from Moonstone. We reviewed that before. You liked that.
Take it somewhere else. I mean, there's not a lot of original stories out there anymore, but you throw Sherlock Holmes in with some zombies, you hit blend, and there you go. I thought it worked, and it's at least something plausible. It's not Sherlock Holmes versus Spider-Man and stuff like that. You know what I mean?
I'm not sure if this is the future for Wildstorm, but at least there's something different from some of the stuff they've been doing of late. It's a little different take.
A lot of the Wildstorm universe stuff hasn't been setting the world on fire.
No, it hasn't.
So it's good to see them step outside of their comfort zone and put something out. And I always appreciate when a company kind of pushes themselves in a different direction. You know what I mean? I like stuff like that. So
unlike Marvel Zombies, this actually has a brain in it.
Unlike Marvel Zombies, this one is definitely it's Sherlock Holmes. You can't underwrite Sherlock Holmes. You know what I mean? I'm sure if you can, but they didn't do it here. Yeah. You know what I mean? So I found it interesting, and I'm looking forward to seeing what happens with it. You know what I mean? Good zombie stories are hard to come by. There's so much tread and retread and Zombieland and Zombieland 2 3D and stuff like that. It's good to see something different once in a while, even if it's an old character like Sherlock Holmes being injected into a new fad. You know what I mean? Now,
I'm not sure how well versed you are in Holmes' history, but did the character seem to ring true, Sherlock Holmes? I mean, do you think they did a good job?
All right, I remember...
Or is he Robert Downey Jr.?
He's not Robert Downey Jr.
Okay.
I'll say that. I'm not so versed in the original works of Conan Doyle, but I did see a lot of the old show, the BBC stuff that they did with that really weird, narrow-faced guy. He was cool.
Yeah, Jeremy Brent.
Yeah,
Jeremy Brent.
That's the guy. Holmes is Holmes. He's got to be cool and he's got to be smart, but you got to have Watson there to kind of keep him level-headed, and there's all that. I liked it. You know what I mean? I'm not a buff on the character, but I can appreciate it, and I thought it was really well done.
So if you're looking for something different to read, pick this up. It gets a thumbs up from Sweet Dan Sweet.
Mm-hmm.
And you can read all of Dan's reviews at our store's website. And where's the store's website at? Sarah?
Stop off at the store's website, www.myalternatereality.com.
So stop off at the store's website, read all those reviews. Until next time, this is Comic Book Man.
And this is me.
Saying, bye! Happy holidays! Alternate Reality is located at 3149 West 111th Street. That's the intersection of 111th and Kedzie in Chicago, the beautiful downtown Mount Greenwood neighborhood. You can always reach us at 773-881-HERO or at the store's website, www.myalternatereality.com.